An engaging presentation for your upcoming lesson? What about some quality worksheets to support your students' learning? In this video, I'll show you how to generate both effortlessly with Chalkie, a powerful new AI tool I recently discovered. Let's roll. From the moment I signed into Chalkie, I could tell it was different from the other AI teaching assistants I've tried. While most offer a mix of features, some useful, some pretty basic, Chalkie focuses on just two key things: lesson presentations and worksheets. Let's start with the lesson generator, or as Chalkie calls it, the one-off lesson feature. Unlike generic slide generators, Chalkie is designed specifically for teachers and comes with preset classroom-friendly options to customize the lesson presentation exactly how you like it. First, I'll give my lesson a name. I recommend using a broad yet descriptive title. Let's go with photosynthesis. Next, I'll select my student's level. Chalkie works for all grades, from kindergarten to 12th grade. Now, here is something super important: the additional instructions field. This is where I can give extra details about what I want the lesson to cover. Think of it like writing a quick lesson outline. The more details you provide, the more tailored the presentation will be. Chalkie also gives the option to include any external resource, like an existing presentation. So, if you already have a PowerPoint presentation and just want to enhance it, this option can be really helpful. You can even paste a website URL as a starting point. But for now, I'll leave it blank and let Chalkie generate everything from scratch. I'm not done yet. Now I can choose how many slides I want in my presentation, as well as some additional key options. I'll tick all of them except the learning objectives option. So I'll activate the key vocabulary and select which terms I wish my students to see. I can obviously add my own on top of those suggested. Let's add a couple of extra words. Then I'll enable the learning activities to have the AI incorporate some practice opportunities for my students, as well as the YouTube video option to enrich the presentation with a relevant video or two. Finally, I'll choose a theme for the presentation and click Generate Lesson. The lesson is taking shape in front of you. Let's take a look. Key vocabulary? Check. The fundamental concepts of photosynthesis? All there. And because I enabled those extra features earlier, the slides also include explanations and even some discussion questions for class interaction. Of course, I'm not stuck with the slides exactly as they are. On the side, there is a toolbar. From there, you can add text, images, either from the web or your own files, shapes, GIFs, and even YouTube videos. One of my favorite features is the Edit with AI button. This lets you use the AI to adjust an entire slide in seconds. Let's say I want to add an image for each of these terms. I'll click here and enter my prompt. In seconds, the AI returns what I requested. Adjust their size and placement to fit the slide better. And obviously, if you are not happy with an image, like this one for example, you can swap it with another one. The same goes with text. For instance, let's say I want to adjust this text over here. All I gotta do is select it, and I can then change the text either manually or with the AI's help. As you would expect, you can also delete, modify, or add new slides anytime. I can start with a blank slide or ask the AI to generate its content. Just give it a prompt and it will create a new slide packed with information. Remember when I said that Chalkie is built specifically for teachers? One of the reasons why Chalkie stands out is this Add an Activity option. I'll click the Add an Activity, which brings in a menu. You get plenty of activity types to choose from. Open-ended questions, fill in the blanks, matching exercises, and more. Let's now try adding a quiz. With a single click, the AI incorporated a quiz into my presentation. Okay, maybe now add a discussion question at the end of the presentation. I'll go to the end and click the same button once more. Here you go. I now have a discussion question to wrap everything up and keep the students engaged while reinforcing key concepts. Oh, and there is this as well. If you want to, you can adjust the theme of your lesson anytime. Just click the theme button on the top right corner and select whichever matches your topic. The whole presentation will be automatically adjusted to the new theme you have just selected. This is where things get even more exciting. There is another super useful button right here. As its name suggests, this little button generates worksheets based on your presentation. Let's see. First, I get a few options for the worksheet layout. Since I want a mix of different question types, I'll go with the variety option, which is honestly great because adds a little bit of everything. Next, I can specify if I want the worksheet to focus on a particular topic from my lesson. But for now, I'll leave it blank and let Chalkie create a worksheet based on the entire lesson. Then I need to pick the difficulty level. Let's go for difficult, and just in case I end up with something ridiculously tricky, I'll also enable the Include Answers option. Finally, I'll hit the Create button and wait for just a few seconds. And there it is, my worksheet is ready. Now, there is one thing I wish Chalkie had: the ability to include images automatically within the worksheet. This would have been a great way to enrich the worksheet with visuals. Anyway, once I'm happy with everything, I can click here to download my presentation as a PDF or save it as a PowerPoint file to present in class. A feature I wish Chalkie would incorporate is the option to change the worksheet orientation. This feature would enable teachers to fit more exercises on a single page when printing. Another thing that I wish Chalkie offered is the ability to extract the worksheet from the presentation directly, but I have found a workaround. Instead of generating the worksheet from the presentation, I can go back to the main page and click on Worksheets instead of Lessons. Then I'll hit Create New, and once again I'll go for the variety template. From here the process is pretty much the same. I can specify the topic, level, and language. But here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of just letting the AI create something from scratch, I can use my existing presentation to guide the worksheet. So I'll check the resources box and upload my presentation as a reference. Now, when I click Create a Worksheet, Chalkie will generate a worksheet tailored to what I have shared. This is super important because it ensures that everything in the worksheet matches the content I cover in the presentation. And finally, there is one more feature I mentioned earlier: the ability to create a series of lessons. It's perfect when you're planning a unit and want multiple lessons to build on each other. Let's say I need a 5-lesson series on past tenses in English. I can either let Chalkie take full control and generate everything automatically, or I can guide it by specifying the key information I want each lesson to cover. After a while, Chalkie presents me with a detailed outline for all the lessons in the series. From here, I can fine-tune each lesson manually by typing in adjustments or use the AI to regenerate anything that doesn't quite fit my needs. Once I'm happy with everything, I just hit generate and Chalkie starts building the first lesson in the sequence. Cool, doesn't it? Just imagine the possibilities. If you're wondering about the cost, Chalkie is a freemium tool. That means you can use some features for free, but to unlock its full potential, you'll need to upgrade to the Pro version. Overall, for the time and effort it saves, I would say it's well worth it. It isn't just a slide generator. It creates complete interactive lessons designed for real classrooms. Of course, there are some few things that Chalkie can't do, like generating your own customized images. If you want to explore an AI image generator that can create great visuals for you to further enrich the aesthetics of your presentations, be sure to check the video shown on your screen. Till the next time, see you!